Hey, sports fans, welcome back. Vegas Top Dogs YouTube channel. NFL Championship Sunday. Only 3 games left, 2 games on Sunday, plus the Super Bowl. We have a couple pick, side play, total play, and some player props for you. I have 2 special experts joining me this week. Wes, Jeff, welcome back.
Thanks for having me, Tony. It's hard to believe the season is almost over. I guess only 3 more games left, right? We got this weekend and then the Super Bowl, and college is done, and then we have to twiddle our fingers until September next year. So, but yeah, it's time flies, right? When you're having fun.
Yeah, season's flying by. It's chilly here on the East Coast. I'm not a big soup eater, but I'm actually, after we shoot this video, I'm going to have a nice bowl of soup, which is a rarity for me. Probably twice a year I have soup. I'm not a big soup fan.
Yeah, Tony, good to be back once again with Wes and yourself. It's been a long season, kind of depressing that there is only 3 games left, but we got other stuff to look forward to, right? March Madness, hockey, NBA, baseball, where the Dodgers should be pretty good once again.
Yes, sir.
A little bonus play. Their season win total is 102.5. That's going to go up. So if you like the Dodgers, go over 102.5 wins. They should win at least 110. They are loaded.
Yeah, Tony, I sent a tweet out to Jeff. I guess Ben Johnson, he wound up going to the Bears, but the Dodgers almost got him. They offered him like $200 million, but he went to the Bears instead.
That was fantastic. Classic tweet from Wes.
I saw something posted today. It had the 2026 MLB free agents, and it all said Dodgers next to their name. So
they just added another reliever yesterday, Kirby Yates. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah. Well, let's jump right in with this football. Wes, who do you like in that early kickoff between the Washington Commanders and the Philadelphia Eagles? That game set for 3 p.m. on Sunday, January 26th.
Yeah, I mean, who would have thought Washington would be this good this year, 13-5. Philly was 14-3. They were fantastic too. The Commanders and the Eagles, they both were great covering teams. They both covered 12 games this season. This season series was split between the two teams. The Eagles won the first game, the Commanders the second game. The Commanders scored 36 points in that second game on December 22nd. Jaden Daniels, he'll be Rookie of the Year. Fantastic season. Nothing really phases him. He sees the field quite well. They've scored, including the playoffs, they scored 29 points per game. So this team just scores and scores. A lot of it because of Jaden Daniels' legs, to be honest with you. He finds soft spots and he moves the ball down the field. I like the Commanders +6 here. Cliff Kingsbury, he's going to have a good game plan dialed up. Who knows if Jalen Hurts is 100% as well. The Commanders D, they got to focus on stopping Saquon Barkley, and I know that's going to be tough for them. But Dan Quinn, he's a defensive-minded head coach. I think they come up with a good game plan. I don't know if they win, but I can see this coming down to a field goal either way. So give me the Commanders +6.
All right. Good analysis. Good pick there. I'm in the same game as well. And third meeting between these two teams. I think they're going to key on the Washington number 1 receiver, Terry McLaurin. And his total is set at 64.5. I'm going to take this under. He only had 4 receptions against the Lions, which was surprising because it was a high-scoring shootout of a game. But first meeting against the Eagles, he only had 4 receptions for 60 yards. And then the other game, he had 1 catch for just 10 yards. So they tend to shut him down. I think that's what their game plan is going to be again in this third meeting, third time playing him. They'll be used to him. The Eagles have good cornerbacks. They're number 1 NFL team against wide receivers, holding wide receivers to an average of 118 total yards per game. So look for his total to go under 64.5 as my number 1 player prop for this weekend. Jeff, what do you have something in that game as well?
Yeah, Tony, I'm attacking in the prop market in this one. I really like Dallas Goedert over 38.5 receiving yards. I have it modeled out at 52. Look, he's gone over this number 4 games in a row, 7 of his last 10 home games. He has 6 receptions of 20-plus yards this season, 2 of 40-plus or more. And keep in mind, he's only played 10 games this season. He was injured earlier this year. Goddard recorded 5 receptions for 61 in his last game versus Washington. So Jalen Hurts, he's hobbled. He's less likely to run, more likely to pass, find a safety valve. Weather looks good. Calm winds. I like Dallas Goedert, Tony, and Wes over 38.5 receiving yards, minus 115.
All right, good stuff, Jeff. It's only midweek, but weather does look good in both cities for Sunday, Philadelphia and Kansas City. Doesn't look like there's any snow in the forecast.
Yeah, or wind that will affect passing props.
Right. All right, jumping to game 2, Buffalo at Kansas City. That's a 6:30 Eastern kickoff. Wes, what do you like in the second game?
It's kind of funny. I mean, speaking of no snow being in either of these two cities on Sunday, those must be the only two cities in America that don't have snow, because it's snowing in New Orleans right now in Florida, too. They're canceling NBA games. I guess when it snows in New Orleans or Atlanta or something, the whole city shuts down. They can't have NBA games. It's kind of funny. But anyway, so yeah, regarding the Bills and Chiefs, so I like the under here. So it's 47.5. Buffalo, great season. They were 14-4. Kansas City, 15-2. Remember, these two teams played earlier this year, November 17th. Buffalo won 30-21 in Buffalo. The Bills were a great covering team, too. They were 12-7 against the number this year. KC's great at home. They're 9-0 at home. They're tough at Arrowhead, but I'm just going to stick with the total here on this one. So both defenses are pretty good. The Chiefs, they allow 19 points per game. The Bills allowed 21 points per game in the regular season. So points are going to be hard to come by here, in my opinion. And one thing to keep in mind, regarding the line movement with this total, so sharp money has hit this total because it opened at 48.5. And even though there's way more tickets on the over, the total's going down, meaning there's probably respected money on the under or sharp money. And I'm going to tail there. I wish I would have, bet this early at 48.5. Now it's at 47.5, but it might go down even more. So I'm going to go under 47.5. I think that is the play here.
All right. I have a player prop in that game. Let me jump right in here. And took an under in the early game. This game, I'm going to take Josh Allen over. His total set at 49.5. I think he's going to put the team on his shoulders here. I think he wants to get to a Super Bowl. I think you're going to see him running more than usual in this game. Kansas City struggles against mobile quarterbacks, and I expect him to have 8-9 rushes. I think he'll go well over the 49.5 rushing yards. So Josh Allen over as a solid prop play for game number 2. I expect him to have a big game with his arm and with his feet, and should be a great game. That's definitely a huge game. Kansas City, what are they, 21-1? I think their last 22, I heard, something like that. So will they be in the Super Bowl for a third straight year? We'll find out.
Yeah, Tony, side note, I think the winner of the AFC Championship game will be the winner of the Super Bowl. I'm going to attack Travis Kelce once again. We had him last week. It was an easy winner. Travis Kelce over 68.5 receiving yards, minus 120. Kelce has played 23 postseason games in his career, including the Super Bowls. He has exceeded this number in 19 of 23 games, including 14 in a row. That's hard to ignore. Baltimore's tight ends, Likely and Andrews, shredded the Bills' defense last week. I expect more of the same from Travis Kelce. Noah Gray might put up a big day as well. Calm wins. Let's take Travis Kelce over 68.5 receiving yards at minus 120.
All right. Sounds good, Jeff. Sounds good. Guys, be sure to check out VegasTopDogs.com. Free picks, sports articles, premium plays. Wes has been red hot with his NBA action. Jeff's been hot in NHL. I'm off to a great start in 2025. So check out our premium plays, VegasTopDogs.com. Guys, anything else you want to add? Any big plays going prior to the weekend?
Well, there's no UFC this weekend, but I am probably the number one UFC handicapper over Vegas Top Dogs. I know not a lot of guys do it. So starting next weekend, not this weekend, you can catch my UFC card. I always have about 3 or 4 plays and did very, very, very well last season. So I'd recommend checking out my UFC.
Yeah, everybody, I would definitely check out Wes's UFC picks. Definitely, he's the man if you want those selections. Saturday, I'll have a college basketball selection. I won last week with Alabama underdog outright. That was my first basketball selection of the season in college. I don't start handicapping until this time. Everybody knows that, who has followed me since 1998. Tony, I just want to say it's been a great season. We'll have a Super Bowl show, of course. Thanks to Wes for coming on with us. And good luck, everybody, this weekend. Enjoy the football, and we'll see you for the Super Bowl.
Yeah, great stuff. And I appreciate you guys coming on. And all the viewers, be sure to like, subscribe, give us that thumbs up, like, subscribe, thumbs up. You'll be notified each and every time a new video comes out. And we may have a few more cappers on for our Super Bowl video. Try to get you as much winning information as possible. Guys, thanks again for joining us this week for championship NFL action.
Thanks, Tony. Looking forward to the Super Bowl show. Should be a lot of fun.
Absolutely. Guys, as always, good luck and be a winner.